the final 3 innings of a game of quick play baseball. So I'm replaying the very first game of the year for the Braves. This is the Braves at the Nationals, and going to be using this Excel-based score sheet, which is pretty cool. Something new. Been talking with the developer about it, and not going to explain a lot about it. Just going to kind of play out the last 3 innings. We've got a 1-1 ball game. The Nationals just scored to tie it up. There was a double by Robles, followed by a run-scoring single from C.J. Abrams. For the Braves, it was a home run on the second at bat of the game from Matty Olson, and that's our scoring so far. All right, we're in the 6th inning, so let's play out the last few innings here. And using quick play baseball, and this is the full version of quick play, and I'm using the post-steroid chart. So this is going to be the 2022 or 23 Braves. So this is the season that we're in right now. I'm just pulling the most current stats from Fangraphs. So that's where my values come from. They have +1 Lane Thomas for the Nationals. Corbin is still on the mound, and so is Max Fried. A lot different than the original game. Fried was out after an inning or 2 or something like that. He got hurt in the first game, but Fried's still out there pounding the zone. And let's go ahead with the top of the 6th inning. It's going to be Olson, Riley, and Albies. It's a king of spades, and a king of spades for Matt Olson is going to be home run number 2, as he gets a +2, which is going to send him into the home run. So Olson now with both RBIs for the Braves, and that puts him up 2-1. We got a joker, and I've been playing with jokers in the pile, so no, like that last one, Olson would have gone off of the chart, and that would have triggered a rare play if I was playing that way. But I'm playing with 2 jokers in the pile, and the way I'm doing it, my jokers are both the same color, so it makes it a little more challenging. So I'm just, once I hit a joker, I'm just going to flip the next card, and whatever that card is, if it's red, I'm going to go to the pitcher. If it's black, I'll go to the batter. And it is a 5 of diamonds, so we go to the pitcher side, and that's going to be the outfielder robbing Austin Riley of a home run. And let's just go ahead and give that to the left fielder. Why not? So that's gonna be a fly out, out number 1 in the 6th. 4 clubs for Albies is going to be a strikeout. So Corbin with the K, 2 down now, nobody on. 6 of spades turns into an 8 because of Murphy's +2. That's Sean Murphy, and that's going to be a ground out to the second baseman. And we go to the end of the inning there. So you can see 2-1 now is our lead. A lot of these calculations are all done automatically. Base running you have to do by hand, but a lot of other things are done automatically, and I'll show you the magic of it after the game is finished. I'll just do a couple shuffles here in between innings. Also, when a new pitcher comes in, I'll do a shuffle. For the Nationals, it's going to be Ruiz, Call, and Garcia here in the bottom of the 6th inning. It's a 5 of clubs. That's going to be a fly out. Fly ball to left field. Ozuna's there, makes the catch. 1 down. You got a jack of diamonds. That's going to turn into a 9 of diamonds, which is a ground ball to second base. Albies makes the play. 2 quick outs here in the 6th inning for Fried. And 8 of hearts turns into a 6 of hearts. That's going to be a foul out to the third baseman. And Garcia goes down on the foul out. So that's going to be a 1-2-3 inning for Maxwell Fried. That was not what I wanted to do. All right. Okay, so we go to the bottom of the top of the 7th inning. The Marcell Ozuna. Michael Harris II, and Travis d'Arnaud. Ozuna is over. He's got a couple of ground outs and a strikeout. Let's see if he bursts out in this at bat here. I'm sorry, Ozuna's got a walk and a ground out. 6 of hearts. That's going to be a foul out to the third baseman. Corbin has no adjustment on his. He's got like a 4 something FIP, and so he's got no adjustments here. But he's been pitching well, actually. This is going to be a 5 of diamonds. That's going to be a ground ball right back to Corbin. Corbin will make the play to first. And we got Travis d'Arnaud up, a 3 of diamonds. It's going to be a strikeout. So Corbin with a 1-2-3 inning in the 7th. Pitching really well, matching Fried, almost pitch for pitch here. And we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's going to be a 2-1 game. Braves over the Nationals. Fried still in the ball game. He hasn't shown me anything that says he needs to come out. Get our shuffles here. Oh, we got an ace of spades, and that's going to be Robles, who gets a hold of one, and he rips that one out of the ballpark, and that's going to tie the ball game at 2. 3 of clubs is going to be a strikeout, so Fried comes back strong with the strikeout. We got a 4 of spades. A 4 of spades becomes a 5 with the +1 here. And that's going to be a fly ball to Ronald Acuna in right. He reaches up and squeezes it for the out. You can see I've been doing the wrong ones here. Sorry. Alright, so we had a... This is a home run. Put it in the wrong inning. Okay, and this is a strikeout. And a fly out. Alright, so 2 down, and Joey Meneses to the plate. That's an ace of clubs, and that's going to be a double for Meneses, who keeps the inning going against Max Fried. Do we take Fried out? Maybe. This is a 10 of clubs. 10 of clubs is going to be an error. We'll just call that an E6. And that's going to push the runner to third. So first and third, I'm inclined to let Fried try to get out of this against Dom Smith. A 4 of clubs is going to be a strikeout, and that's a huge K for Max Fried as he gets out of that inning, giving up only 1. So we're going to have a tie ball game as we head to the 8th inning. Let's go ahead and get a new pitcher in there for the Nats. Corbin with 7 innings, only gives up 2 runs. 2 runs and 1, 2, 3 hits. So really nice game for him. So let's get a new pitcher in for the Nationals. So the person we're going to bring in is, we have our I had these all switched around, and so let me take these. If you put these over here, then they'll be automatic. So let's do it like that. and hopefully it'll bring up the right people. Like I said, I'm still learning it. Nope, still didn't do it. Okay, well, we'll just look and see this time. We've got Ramirez, Thompson, Harvey. Let's bring in Harvey. So I'm gonna put him here. Let me check and see if he's got. See what is. This is Brian Harvey's son. Let's see what his numbers are. So Harvey is here. Hunter Harvey's got a 346 FIP, so that's going to give him a -1 on his rating. So we'll just indicate that here, just so I can see. All right, so he's going to come in here and face Arcia. Arcia playing well in this season. A -1, that's a 7 of hearts, becomes a 6, so it's going to be a pop out to the third baseman. And first out of the inning. 10 of hearts becomes a 9, that's going to be a grounder. So Ronald Acuna, 4 ground outs. Smashes that one, but the shortstop makes the play. That's C.J. Abrams. Olsen with an ace of diamonds. Normally that's a double, but a -1 brings it to a single. And Olsen has got 3 hits. He's 3 for 4 with a couple home runs and a single. Runner at first with 2 outs. And a 5 of hearts becomes a 4, and that's going to be a strikeout from Hunter Harvey as he gets Riley for the 3rd out of the inning. And we head to the bottom of the 8th. Still tied at 2. And we're going to bring in a new pitcher for the Braves. And let's see what we got here. Lukey, Chavez, Lee, McHugh, and Mentor. Let's go ahead and bring in McHugh. Okay, so give me the wrong ones. So let's bring in McHugh right here. He is a -2, I'm pretty sure. Let's double check that. Once you get to doing all this kind of stuff, it becomes a little bit more cumbersome, but that's because I'm not using the roster sheet, so it's not as easy to look it up. McHugh, a 386 FIP, that's going to give him a -1. So what you do is you just add each pitcher as he comes in here, and I typically erase the minus number once I do the calculations, but it will use these pitchers in order. Okay, so there's a 10 of clubs. 10 of clubs is going to be an error, so 2 errors in 2 innings. Give that to Albies. I just have a general error in quick play baseball, so not such a big deal. 8 of hearts becomes a 7, so that's going to be a fly ball. That's not what I want. That becomes a fly ball to center field. Harris has it for the 1st out. 7 of clubs is going to be a grounder right back to the pitcher. To the first baseman. So Olsen with a chance to turn 2. It is a 6 of hearts, so no turning of 2. That's going to be a fielder's choice. As they go 3-6 on the out at second base. So the runner at first is Garcia, and Robles is up to the plate. A 3 of diamonds -1 is a 2 of diamonds, and that's going to be McHugh with the strikeout to end the inning. So we head to the 9th inning, tied at 2. See if the Braves have something in them here. I'm going to leave Harvey in the game. I tend to prefer to leave relief pitchers in the game for multiple innings if I can. Queen of diamonds for Albies becomes a jack of diamonds. So fly out to right. Two of clubs becomes a four of clubs. Doesn't matter, it's still a strikeout. Two down with Ozuna up. Five of clubs becomes a six. So it's going to be a foul out to the first baseman. And that'll end the inning. Good relief appearance by Harvey. Go to the bottom of the ninth inning. McHugh is going to stay in the game. Alright, it'll be Abrams and then back to the top of Thomas and Meneses. Got a four of clubs. Four of clubs is going to be a strikeout. And Q with another K. Nine of diamonds becomes an eight of diamonds. That's going to be a ground ball to Riley at third. And eight of spades is going to be a ground out to Ozzy Albies. And that's going to end regulation as we head to extras. Alright, so we go to the 10th inning. And I believe I haven't done the extra inning runner. So I think we're just going to do it like that because Ozuna is the last person to make an out. So he'll start extra innings at second base. It'll be Harris, d'Arnaud, and Arcia. So extra innings in our first game. Let's bring in a new pitcher for the Nationals. New pitcher is Finnegan. Finnegan is here, definitely a 0. Alright, so let's see how this goes for him. Ozuna's a +1. Got a 4 of spades, becomes a 5 of spades. That's a fly out to right field. I'm sorry, it's Harris. 4 of spades is a pop out. So he pops out to the second baseman. Brings up d'Arnaud. A 9 of clubs is a fly ball to right field. Got 2 down now with Arcia up. And an 8 of hearts is going to be another fly ball to right field. So that's going to be the end of the inning. Go to the 10th inning and let's bring in a new reliever for the Braves. Let's bring in Dylan Lee. And Dylan Lee. Dylan Lee is going to be a -2. So nice going for him. So let's get a new pitcher here. Should say that here too. Okay. Alright, and this is going to be our Ghost Runner, Meneses. Alrighty. So let's get the bottom of the 10th inning going. Chance to win it here for the Nationals in their first game of the season. They did not win this game in real life. This was a lot closer than that game, I believe. Still 2-2. You can see our scoring has all come before the 8th inning. So somebody's due here. We got Candelario up. And then it's Smith and Ruiz. Got a -2 for Lee. A 4 of hearts becomes a 2. That's going to be a strikeout. And Dom Smith. A 9 of diamonds becomes a 7. So Smith pops up to the shortstop. Shallow left field. 2 down with a runner at second base. And a 3 of hearts becomes a strikeout. It actually is a strikeout. So nice pitch from Dylan Lee as he gets Ruiz, the catcher, on the strikeout. So head to the top of the 11th. I'm going to leave the pitcher Finnegan in there. See if he can close this out. He's going to have to face the top of the order though. It'll be Acuna, Olsen, and Riley. Riley's starting to heat up. I think he's going to have a plus number pretty soon. That's a 5 of clubs, becomes a 7, which is a ground ball to the first baseman. And the first baseman is Dom Smith, and he's going to pitch it over to the pitcher covering. Up is Olsen, an ace of hearts, and Finnegan is a 0, so an ace of hearts is going to be a single for Matty Olsen. And we got Austin Riley up with 1 on and 1 out. 3 of diamonds is going to be a strikeout. And it'll be Ozzy Albies. Can Albies do damage? He's got a 9 of hearts. 9 of hearts is going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. So Braves get 1 on, but they can't get them over. I guess I should have put the Ghost Runner on, huh? It should have been here. And it was a regular single, so he would have wound up at third. So it was really first and third. It wouldn't have mattered. Nobody had any sac flies or anything, so let's make that right. And we got a Ghost Runner here. This is going to be Ruiz. And it will be Call, Garcia, and Robles to the plate. I thought this was going to be a quick little video, but turns out it's not. And we've got Call, I don't remember his name, and he's going to walk it off. That's going to be an ace of spades. And Call, with the 2-run home run, ends this game. Yeah, I guess we should call that the end of the inning. So he's going to come home. That is an earned run. And he's got two runs in. So let's go ahead and call that. Alright, so that gives us our final score of 4-2 as the Nats walk this one off in the bottom of the 11th inning. Call with a home run, and that gets their season started off well. And he's going to hit that off of Dylan Lee, who was in his 2nd inning of work. So let's go ahead and get rid of their... He doesn't have one, so it looks like everything is okay here. And what we do is we come up and we say do stats. Just click that button, and all the stats are computed. So we have all of our batting stats, we have our pitcher stats, and we have our player stats here. And I have each team sort of set up. And what I'm going to do is just come through for each team. And I'll set up more of this later on, but I'm just going to highlight all the players. And I'm going to bring them in so that I can keep cumulative stats. And it's a really cool part of this score sheet that it does all the calculations for you as far as the basic statistics. So then I'm just going to copy that, come over to the Braves, and I'm going to paste it in the second line. Just make sure I get the headings in there. Okay, so now we have our stats, and whenever I want to add a second game, then I would just come and paste special. And then if you go to paste special here, you can use the add. So you just paste all and do the add. And what it does is it'll add whatever you're pasting in, it'll add it to here. So I didn't do it well. Let's see, here's a good one. Like if we do it with Olsen, you can see. So we want to paste special here, and then we do the add. This is something that Kurt Roberts does. So now you can see it's added his at-bats. It's doubled everything, basically. And whenever you do that, you can tally up all of their statistics. If you have new players that didn't play in the first game but played in the second game, you just add them in one at a time, and then override or add to the others. And that's really it. I'm going to do the pitching here. It'll just come down a little bit. And we'll just add the pitchers. So who takes the loss in that? That's going to be the last guy who pitched. So it's going to be Dylan Lee with the loss. So we're going to call him 0-1. And then you have all of your stats here. And then I'm going to figure out ERA, and then some of the slash line stats I'll put up here so that when these are all filled in, that they automatically update the slash lines. They automatically update the ERA, the FIP, whatever I want to do over here. So that's basically how it works, and then you would do the same thing. Do the same thing with the Nats. So you get these two here. Well, you get that one. That would just be for the first time you need those headings. And then my plan is to keep one sheet for every team that the Braves play, and then as they begin to play teams again, then you just are adding those stats together, and by the end of it you sort of have a cumulative look at how everyone has done in your game. So that's my plan for that. And we'll come over to the Nationals, do the same thing, and we're just going to paste in regular the first time, and then after that we would need to do the paste special. Come in with their pitchers. And you could also do a total at the bottom of your team pages. So we got our pitchers here. These two guys need to be like that, and it's going to be Finnegan with the win. Oh, we'll call him 1-0. That's not very good, is it? Alright, so that's how you would set that up. Corbin goes 7 innings, 3 hits, 6 Ks, gives up 2 home runs and 2 runs. No walks, or 1 walk though. And he's gonna have a no decision as the Nats came back and tied this one late. Harvey, nice relief appearance, and Finnegan as well, 2 1/3. He gets the win, gives up 1 hit, 1 strikeout, and no walks. Big hits here for Call, the game winner, and Victor Robles. Robles was 3 for 4 in the game with 3 runs. That's kind of how he started the season too. He was raking out of the box. Tough game there for Riley. We have 4 Ks, but 4 for 5 for Olsen with a couple of RBIs, a couple of home runs, and that was really it for the Braves. The Braves didn't have a lot in this game. We'll see how they do. They've been kind of crushing people as I've gone through here, so it's a little bit strange. Fried with 10 Ks and 2 walks over 7 innings, and gives up the 1 home run, a couple runs that he gave up, and then can't be 3 runs for him. It should only be, let's see. Let's see, did I not bring Dylan Lee in? I did. Well, those numbers aren't right. I don't know how they got there. But Lee gives up one hit, 2 Ks, 2 RBIs. So 2 Ks, 1 home run, 2 runs, 1 hit, and he faced 4 batters. So it was a little off. I think it was because I messed everything up with the this toggling stuff. So he pitched 1 and 1 inning. Okay, so that part is right. Okay, so everything else looks like it should be right. So that's playing with this Excel spreadsheet. And then once you're finished, you would come over and you would just reset everything. And that'll reset this page here, but we have all of our stats saved already. So shouldn't be any problem there with resetting everything. So just we'll reset, and you can clear the score sheet data, which does not clear the names and the ratings and all that kind of stuff. So that's what we want to do. That gets rid of this and all of this. So we'll say yes to that. And then do you want to clear the info, the team names, position, all this kind of stuff here? I do not. And don't care about game description or league ID. So we'll leave it that way. And then you're all of a sudden ready for another one. If you need to make any lineup changes, then you're just making changes to the 1 or 2 players. And then again, we have all of our statistics saved here. Cool part about this is that you can have an entire season in one file, an Excel file. Super portable. You could email it, you could distribute it online, make it available to collaborators. You could pass this around if you wanted to do a league, so that each team, maybe each home team, plays a game, and then you add your statistics down here to all the teams. And then you would have sort of a league play that you could pass this around and do that with, which is pretty cool. It works perfectly with quick play, because I just have this extra column here, and the way you do that is you just fill in an X for however many columns you want. So let's say you want to include some sort of a steal rating. You click this little button, and all of a sudden now you have a steal column. So you can customize up to 3 columns, and if you want that to go away, then you would just take that off and then update it, and then you just still have the one column again. So if you wanted to play quick play with the stars and the power ratings, you could put that in here and have two columns, one for star, one for power. And whatever game, if you're playing on base, you could have the three columns for the three main gameplay values. So batting, fielding, and defense. Batting, running, and defense, or speed and defense. You could have all three of those right on the score sheet. And you can also go in and sort of pre-fill some of your lineups here, so that all you would have to do is copy and paste your lineups in. So if I was doing the Braves, maybe I would put in sort of their common lineup here, and then I could just copy and paste, and that would make that process a lot easier. If I went through and set this up better, that's not Dickers, it's Dickerson. If I set up the benches and the bullpens better, then what would happen would be when you click on like bringing in a new pitcher, which is this top line here, it would tell you who you can bring in. So this would be the home bullpen against the Braves. So then you just choose who you want to bring in, and it adds it up here into your list of players. So pretty cool little thing. Does the same thing for bringing in the home team, or the visiting team subs. Again, I have this backwards, I think is what I did. So you could pull in a new player, and what it does is it adds it over here and brings in a new pinch hitter, just like that. So this should be, that should be Dickerson, that should be Hilliard. And so then you would just put in all your bench players, then you would have the ability to go on here and do that. I don't know if it'll do it correctly, so I think I'd have to reset everything and try to go with that after I did that, after I filled in all the home team and visiting team bullpens. So pretty cool little application. You can switch around and change up the custom order of the statistics and how they're shown. See a little bit of a roadmap here, and there's a little bit of a help section here for different things. It's a work in progress, but I think it's definitely playable. You just watch me play, and if you have extra innings that go past 11, you can obviously see, you can go to extra innings, and you can show or hide the pitching stats at any point. So pretty cool stuff. And if you were doing a league or a game ID and you did want to pass this around or something like that, then you could obviously put that up here. And the designer of this has some, he's got some extra plans for the future about how to sort of extend this, and just wanted to see if there was any interest from the community. I'm very interested in it because I think it means some really interesting possibilities. Again, let me try to reset this. So I want to clear the score sheet. I don't want to clear anything else. Okay. Okay, that doesn't need to be there. And sorry, that's not what I meant to click on. But all of this is sort of editable in a lot of ways. So each of these squares actually means something. So when you click here, that brings up the play result pop-up that I was using to input the play result. But if there's a stolen base, you would click on this one, and then if you just wanted to make sure that the batter went to first or second or third, you would use these corner ones. If there's an RBI, you click here. If the run is an unearned run, then you would click on this after you score the runner. And then if you stole home or third, you would use those as well. So the way it works is you would click on it, and let's say there's a home run. Now the blue means that he scores, you would add an RBI. If there were multiple people on base, you would just keep clicking. So you can see there's 3, 4, and then you can also toggle all the way back to off. So if there was one runner on, you would give them 2 RBIs, and let's say this runner walked first. Then you would click here, it would score the run, it would be blue. If this were an error, then you have an E6, and he's going to score here. And then because it's an error, that's going to count it as an unearned run. So you see how that works, but it would be 2 RBIs. So a lot of little intricacies and little details in here. You can do pinch runners as well as pinch hitters. So it pulls up your bench for pinch running. And again, if you want to change your pitcher, it will pull up your bullpen. If you had your lineups filled out properly on the other page. If you fill out your bench and your home bench, your visitor and home bench and bullpen, if you fill those out properly, then whenever you toggle this, it'll toggle the correct bullpen to bring in a new pitcher. So it's correct right now, but it wasn't correct when I was playing. I was hoping I would get it right. But it just takes a little bit of remembering how things work to get it right. If you want to jump down to the next team, you can sort of jump back and forth. So pretty cool stuff, and it'll keep a running score here. Just have to remember to do the toggle the end of the inning, and when you click this button, it will configure the totals. These buttons are different colors on a PC. I'm on a Mac, and the colors don't show up, but there are different colors on a PC. So I think that's it, just going through, and I'm going to try to do my best to play a little bit, and it's helping me to see what the statistics are like and the variability of the stats whenever I can compile them and see them as cumulative stats. So I play 6, 8, 10 games, and I can see how Quick Play is playing because I can see the numbers here. So it's pretty cool to be able to do. All right, that is more than I thought it was going to be. So sorry about the length of the video, and just wanted to play a little bit of that and let you see Quick Play Baseball #1, but also, you know, just using the score sheet. So, all right. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comments section below, and I will continue to work on different games throughout the year. I think I'm going to start making a shift toward football and maybe some golf or something. But there are also baseball seasons on the horizon for me, like 2022 for the for on-base baseball, and maybe some other updates for baseball. All right, click subscribe if you haven't already. Join the 190 or so people who are already subscribed to this channel, and you'll get lots of different content as I put it out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.